Hey guys, so today I'm going to be looking at cool psychology tricks, so yeah, let's just get right into the video. If you work with clients, prevent them from getting defensive and angry by not using the word you. It's not you didn't send the attachment, it's the attachment didn't send. Don't blame them, blame the thing you're talking about. Whoa, that makes a big difference, because if you say you, it feels very personal and you feel like you did it, but then they're telling you that you didn't do it and then you just get mad. Yeah. I take my time when I write emails to clients because I like to word things just right. One word can be the difference between a happy client and an unhappy one. The right words in the right order can influence people to make decisions you want them to make. Words are powerful. I agree. Yes, words are powerful and words can hurt. Because once you say it, it might not stay with you forever, but it might stay in the person that you said it to forever. Best one for kids, and this works wonders for behavioral problems. You never say, don't do X. I had a terror child in daycare and people would yell at him for acting out. I would start each day by saying, you're going to be a good boy today. And every time he acted out, I would say, wait, you're my good boy, right? He would say yes and stop doing it. When his mum came to get him, I made a point of telling her how good he was. That child never acted out around me after a week. Wow. Whoa. Yes, I am a good boy. Yes. That's honestly amazing, because they feel like they're doing something good. So I guess they don't want to break that code, you know. You want someone you just met to like you? Ask them open-ended questions about themselves. Don't wait for your turn to speak. Listen, then ask a follow-up question based on what they said. If you do that a couple of times, that person feels heard and appreciated by you. If they realize they're doing all the talking, they'll apologize and ask a question of you. If your answer is short and pivots back into something they said, you have now formed a connection in their mind as a good listener who is interested in what they have to say. People like that a lot. Wow. Oh, I like this. I would honestly rather be the one to ask questions if I didn't know that person. You know, like I can't open up to someone that I don't know. Like it's just really hard. I feel like I would have to know them for a couple of months before I would, start talking to them more openly. My favorite is silently maintaining eye contact when a person is attempted to bargain or convince you of something that you don't want to do or don't believe. They usually end up negotiating with themselves, which gives you a huge advantage because once that happens, it is pretty much game over. Oh, smart. I feel like a stare can do a lot, If you stare at someone, I guess they just feel like you're stronger than they thought you were, Oh no, I can't change her opinion on this. Giving students in my elementary class the illusion of choice. If you ask, do you want to start your work? Or isn't it time we got something done? I modify it to, would you like to do your assignment with a pencil or blue pen? They are too consumed with this choice that they have forgotten that they didn't want to do it in the first place. Also, every recess, did you push Jimmy? No. Okay, 2 people saw you do it and reported it to me. Are you sure you didn't? I'm sure. Then change it to, can you tell me why you pushed him? Well, it's because... Wow. These are honestly so smart. Words can do so much. I used the grey rock method on my brother-in-law. Basically, I made myself so dull and boring and the opposite of drama that he learned to avoid me at all costs. It worked like a charm and only took 4 to 5 encounters to take effect. Oh my gosh. Wow. Oh my gosh. Wait, this feels like me acting like myself though. This is just me, basically. Wow. I feel like I do this without realizing I do it to the people that I don't know that try to get close. Because I don't know. I just like staying in my little circle of friends. And sometimes it makes me uncomfortable knowing that someone wants to get close to me because, I don't know, I just don't want to get close. I'm scared of getting hurt, okay? Yo, that's weird. Have a toddler that is in a bad mood. Sit down with them, look them straight in the eye and say, you're mad, so don't laugh. Just keep repeating it as seriously as you can. I've done it for 15 different cousins over a couple of decades, and by the 5th repetition of don't laugh, they are busting a gut and rolling on the floor. I feel like if you're given a challenge to not do something, you want to do it more. Like the try not to laugh challenge, It just feels like normally I probably wouldn't even laugh at those kind of things, but because I feel like I can't laugh anymore, I want to laugh. In an argument, speak softly. It forces active listening, which leads to active thinking. When they are listening and thinking, they are not yelling, arguing, or talking. Ooh. Wow, I should really do that to myself, I am the best, right? Yes, I am the best. I am the best. Whether you're negotiating a raise, the sale price of a car you want to buy, who does what chores around the house, always flinch visibly at the first and sometimes second offers. The flinch can be as simple as a small wince, a sigh, or an eye roll. The flinch quite often causes people to lowball the initial offer. Got my current job at 10% over the max salary because I flinched. Oh, so to make people think that you're not happy with it. Because, if you sigh or if it's an eye roll, people know that, you're not too happy with the offer. So I guess if someone is trying to sell you something for like $100, just be like, make them know that you don't want to buy it for $100, maybe $99. If you want to calm someone down, sympathize with them while describing what's upsetting them in descending orders of magnitude. I understand why you're angry. You're right to be frustrated. This would annoy me too. As they accept the acknowledgements they want, they should also accept the declining emphasis on emotion and become calmer. You feel like someone has your side, and you just get a bit happier that someone has your side. Someone understands me. I'm good. I have had a very strange encounter with a coworker once. We were on a break, had chatted a bit, the usual mundane. Are you married, etc.? Do you have kids? And when I said no, she waited, staring at me for me to continue. Boy, did that ever work. The longer she stared, the more I babbled. I couldn't stop talking. I finished the sentence, she kept staring. I started talking again, and not because she was politely listening. She was compelling me to talk. I have no idea why she did that. If it was just her way, or if she does that to learn things about people, but it was the creepiest conversation I have ever had. I'm older now, so that wouldn't work on me, but it sure was effective at the time. Oh, because I feel like sometimes people don't like awkward silences, so they just feel compelled to talk if someone is staring at them. Because sometimes if someone is staring at you, you feel like you have to talk, like you have to tell them something because they're staring at you, okay? So they're looking at you suspiciously, and I don't like it. Honestly though, staring is so weird. It just makes you feel a different kind of way when someone stares at you. There's like so many feelings involved with staring. It's either creepy, scared, anxious, so many things. I sometimes have anxiety brain where I start to panic about the future or the past or whatever. I've learned to stop myself and tell myself, hey, wait, you need to finish your job. Your job is ... So for instance, I'll be doing the dishes, get lost in thought, and start to get upset and anxious. I'll then tell myself, hey, you have to finish doing the dishes. That's your job right now. And then I'll take a deep breath or multiple deep breaths. It's just another way to center yourself and bring yourself back to the present. But it's helpful. Hard to do it at first, but I've gotten good at it. Whoa, I feel like this is very helpful because sometimes I do overthink and then I go way over my head and I need to bring myself back to the present. And that's when I start hugging my dog, Man, I feel like dogs are a gift, okay? Yo, why am I getting emotional? Many people are surprisingly susceptible to flattery and being told what they want to hear. People tend to shy away from this strategy, thinking it will be too obvious and clumsy, but just try it. It's as if being flattered or hearing people agree with you gives people a rush of pleasurable hormones to the brain. I agree. It's just nice to hear nice things about yourself. Or like, if someone tells you that you're a good person, or if someone tells you that you're really nice or something, it's just nice to hear because then you can just feel like, someone cares about you kind of thing. When playing rock, paper, scissors, stop right before and ask without looking, can you tell me what color your shirt is? And people seem to always pick scissors after. I've done it to maybe 20 people and got the same result every time. What? Why? If my shirt is grey, why do I feel like I would choose scissors? Oh my gosh, I'm so curious. What? Okay, I need to try this on people. If I want my cat to jump up for cuddles, I first have to act totally disinterested and like I don't care what he does. Works every time. This never works for my dog. I mean, she will let me cuddle her, but like after 5 minutes, she'll be like, I want out. She just rather sleeps on the floor or something. I just want to love you. Let me love you. When things are quiet amongst a group of people All I have to say is, uh-oh, and everyone suddenly becomes intensely curious about what is going on. I find it best to exit stage left right about that time. Uh-oh. What? Nothing's wrong. Well, that's it for the video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Tell me in the comments down below what your thoughts are. And as always, thanks for watching. Hope you guys liked it. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye!